Vex sniffled, then disgorged a lagged last yawn of strife that summed up the dinged nocturne that was his brief life. He rolled sallow eyes drenched with weep to the sky and held them fast through the blackness for the moon's vigil eye. For only the mother of all nightness could see the eclipse in his soul and thus bear empathy. Weighted with sorrow, the boy's mew nodded downward from his high lofty window. Vex then caught a glimpse townward, seeing hundreds of nightlight lit bedrooms go dim, all babes raptured to slumberland, all except him. Vex wiped a sob glob on his pajama sleeve and slid off the chair and onto his knee. To the imminent doom he bowed abdication, but first broke his long silence with this supplication.
To whom all nighty-night things be concerned, it's me, humbled Vex, the pale boy that you've spurned. For 3,398 nights, I have suffered the worst of your nightmare frights. For months I've laid in bed awake and begged the spooky grip to break, for sweeter dreams to be restored. Such tears I've wept and been ignored. Beyond my window I can see a world of pillowed harmony, cozy, comfy, peaceful faces, soundly wrapped in sleep's embraces. Nuzzling off they coo and sigh, with angels perched on all four sides, while I toss and turn and cry with haunting shrieks for lullabies. O sugared grace of gentle yawns, whose curse the bed I've laid upon, why 'neath their dozing calms reside, but mine all this has been denied. Alas, my rival sleep has won, with reasons none, this will is done. The bough now breaks, O moon, I fall, down to the spookies, cradle and all.
Never had a bluer prayer ever been released, and so his conscience drifted off, having said his piece. But little did our poor Vex know that as he fell, dejected, his woeful call was in fact heard, and would not be rejected. For from the now whole, full, glowing mother of night, in a coagulation of the falling of moonlight, came a gazing of commiserating from her place up high, down through the murky cloud-clotted gray sky, swelling up with her tearful lunar heart breaking. No more could she witness this poor child's forsaking. Within her cold core came an impassioned shaking, escalating quite quickly to a full-scale moon-quaking. Out poured a gush of celestial blubbering, as she pondered a stop to the child's nightly suffering.
It seems my spoiled spookies have been misbehaving, running amok with this boy's nightly hazing. They must learn their lesson. I must interfere.
Then she called for the one thing that all spookies fear. Not really a thing, but the one special one, the foe of all spookies since nightmares begun. The swaggering depressor of sinful sleep stressors, the unwrapper of rapscallion foul dream aggressors, the noxious negator of nefarious nocturnals, the quixotic opposer of perverse imp infernals. Who is this that befuddles boogie brutes beneath beds, and hunts hopped up hellions from tuckered tots' heads? Who would dare to go there in the name of old Hob? Well, Vex would soon see there is but one for the job. Back in his dismal, dark dungeon of dinge, Vex was slipping away with his heart cruxed with cringe, as he lay neath the umbra of his old grimly clock. All the night fell to silence, save for one last tick-tock. This ickety-tock-tickety packed a punch by dog diggity, for it ushered the hour known through time as sick-sickety. The wee witching hour that brings magic most sour. Within that split second, the old clock took deep breath and filled full of furor its cruel, puffed-out chest. It blanged out its well-known bluranging toccata, a tsunami of sound that could sink an armada. The distempered ripples of tintinnabulation surged their way through the night with snide din intonation. The paled face of the moon ebbed from ash gray to blue. As she wept with shared agony, one lone teardrop broke through.